There are too many truths that we are deciding not to talk about.
Right.
And we've allowed too many lies to overshadow us. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
People don't know how to be a wife. It's one topic I'll take about 4 weeks to treat. To be a wife and to be a husband. It is easy for people to know. I think
it's much needed.
Yes, it's easy for people to know how to be a husband.
It is easy for people to know how to be a husband.
But it's difficult for people to know how to be a wife.
A wife.
Because every wife believes that they are supposed to make sure that the husband is reminded to be a husband. Nobody is a queen. It's not a title. It's a royal position. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you can't be a queen if you are not from a royal state. So if you are a wife of a king, you are not a queen.
That's
all. You are a wife of a king.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a simple thing. But unfortunately, we want to be queens because our husbands are kings. Every king needs to have a stool wife. So ohini bia wo yire, but obaye no le yire baye no. Ye wo ohima, there's a queen.
Okay. A stool wife.
So there's a queen there. Onu nya me yire, or ye queen.
But at the end of the day, women want to be queen.
They want to fight with that particular person there. Listen, at church, the people I do the church with, they have my ears faster than my wife. At church, if my women fellowship leader is calling me, I hear it's faster than when my wife is calling me.
Why?
Because in the line of duty, they are the people. Jesus Christ, when the mother said that, they should say, these are my family members. So in the church area, if my wife wants to be recognized as Mrs. Lutworth, she is destroying my work, but she thinks she's supporting. And if you don't do this,
but Counselor, the instance,
it will lead you to temptation. These young girls who have come, if we don't prove to them that you are around, they will use their body, their breast to come and scandalize you. If they scandalize me, I will be scandalized.
Right.
Is it a scandal?
I understand you, but there are instances you try to go out there, or you try to be in your corner and just observe things, just as you're saying. But at the end of the day, people come to you and they are like,
because you are
not supporting your husband.
Because you made yourself a sitting place for them to come to you. Someone, blessed are those who don't sit, stand, or walk. If you create a sitting place, they'll come and gossip.
Okay.
Why am I your discussion? And now I say, I don't see your husband well these days. I mean, you need to get closer to your husband and help your husband finish the work of God.
That's the discussion.
Nonsense. Is God a fool?
So at the end of the day,
when God called me, He called me as a reverend minister, and I decided to marry Mrs. Lutworth.
And make it. These days, it's Reverend.
This is our problem.
Reverend Mrs. Lutworth.
This is our problem. We are forcing our wives to be on billboard because if you don't do, they'll frown their face. We want to give them fair seat. That's why I like Shirabosom. Immediately when the wife was no more available and relevant in the church, their gossiping was too much. And everybody said,
so he came out.
He has to stand on the pulpit and tell them, Akonya wares of Mamitra Sono on Tisubio.
Okay, so it was the right thing to do.
The most sensible thing most men of God must do, and they are not doing. There are too many men of God whose wives are the reason why the church is not growing, and they can't touch them because they are afraid.
Okay.
They are waiting to die. Nobody can say it anywhere, including myself, that Reverend Anthony died because the wife killed her. No, we can't say it. But it can also be said somewhere that yes, majority of husbands that die are killed by their wives.
How?
Oh, my sister. Look, my topic was public affection. Does it give security And does it, if you expose your marriage, does it give you security? If you expose your wife, husband, does it give you security? Can people protect me from Mrs. Lutros? Does somebody see my car parked somewhere and the next thing is a phone call? I just saw you entering into this house. I was wondering, what are you doing there?
Right.
I said,
I've
where?
had an issue like that before.
I said, where? He says, oh, XYZ. And I don't know whether you are entering to the first house or the second house because the car is parked in front of the first house. And the first house, I don't know you go there because, Charlie, nobody is there. There is the third house that girl lives, Lebanon, that beautiful girl who works with that TV station. I know she lives in the same lane, but her house is in the third house. But I saw your car parked in that house. Charlie, that house, those people there. So I was wondering, now I'm doubting if you are there. And you pick the call, and this is what they tell you. My first question is that, yes, I am here in the first house. Hey, but what are you doing there? I came to visit somebody. Who?
Yeah.
Oh, I came to visit Vicentia. Who is Vicentia? You said the house. You know everybody there. Why is my car parked and you are concerned? Is it your car?
But that's a wife. I mean, she has the right to.
So I said, the way they kill us, it is not the poison they put in our food. Some time ago, they said they will grant bottle for you. That you eat it through. Now, it is not the time now.
It's the interrogation.
It is the way they handle you that they kill you. What they do. Look, I don't know how many women. You see, when we're talking, you are saying that one of the things that you are afraid now is to die. Is that not it?
Yes.
So, how many women are afraid to be widows? It's a question I'm asking women. Are you afraid to be a widow? The way your husband is running, are you not scared he will die? When he dies, are you aware you'll be a widow? Do you know how difficult it is for a widow to get somebody to marry her again? Because when you meet a widow, ask her what killed the husband before you attempt.
Right.
You are proud, telling people that for me and my husband, me, sex. Now we are like brother and sister in this household. We don't have anything sex here. Sex for the way. I mean, what again is it? Charlie, what at all? The way the pie shino, what the sex into account. You don't say them in Kwan Madao. Obakra mean to say Obakra. Yeah, the Impema Grok or Hey!
But at a point, it looks like you get tired of it.
Yeah, I told my wife. The very day she sees me as a brother, she'll go to the family house. You think I'm a fool? My sisters are there. I have 6 sisters. I didn't marry any of them. Then I can't marry you. I said, what is your importance in my life apart from sex? Don't be offended. Don't get angry what I'm saying. Think.
Right.
What do you bring to me apart from sex?
Okay.
So when you're bluffing me with the sex, what are you doing to me?
They're killing you.
What gives me? Look, the weakest thing in the life of a man is not sex. The strongest thing in the life of a man is sexual intercourse.
Okay.
A man's worth doesn't show him who he is. A man's sexual ability to perform is what shows you who you are.
Okay.
Constantly, I lose erection on my wife. I'm losing who I am. So when I die and I write that it is my wife that killed me, don't go and say, I don't have a cancer.
Is it sex?
If a woman can leave me after many years of staying as a wife, and the next time I hear on social media, he tells people that I was living with him just because I didn't want to disgrace him. Ask him, is his penis working?
It's impotent. That kills.
Look, why wouldn't you allow me to go with my impotence without anybody knowing? Why are you announcing it? Like Nayas, granting interview, telling people what happened with him.
I wanted us to touch on that.
That is one of them. I don't know why Nayas doesn't want to listen. I don't know what is wrong with her. She said she's starting a show on 27 or 29 something on Angel. I don't know how to get to her and tell her that, Madam, can you leave somebody's son alone? A man who has married 5 times. And you are the 6th wife.
She didn't know before she got into
No, you are the 6th wife. The man knows he has married 5 times. He has the capacity to marry again. And he comes around looking for a wife and it falls on you. What is your complaint? The man has not been sacked from Germany.
Okay.
So if he's a pauper in Germany, if he's a struggler, if he's a hustler, he's still in Germany. What were you going to look for? Now, yeah, dang. My ass.
It's only normal.
Normal for what?
You get married, you're supposed to move in with your husband.
Thank
and
you.
Since the man is not here in Ghana,
Thank you.
definitely they would have to.
So your expectation in then is you are expecting to go and meet
stay with
a man in mansion. And you are describing the type of, the painful part is that we are worried about 5. Now me 6. We are worried before 9. And I'm bringing back 1 year papers. What sort of low stock is this?
Probably she might be going through some of challenges that we don't even know.
Go social media.
But you are
about social media.
I was just coming to that.
If you can't control your emotions, social media is not your space.
Yeah. It ends up escalating the issues.
Social media is not meant for those who cannot control their anger. I was telling you the young man I met in Kofodia, in front of 7 prominent men and 1 beautiful woman. He comes to speak what exactly I'm repeating his words. Who certificate to him? And I said, oh, I won't cry. He didn't expect such an answer.
Right.
Then he goes back to say, media, and go for a teal pan, mentio masio. I said, me, Jimmy said, what school that?
And you kept your cool.
Me, I went cool. It's nobody's school.
Okay.
Me, I'm like, me, Jimmy, me, as I sit here, I control my things.
But would you agree with me that sometimes the presenters go a long way to force you into saying certain things?
But who are they forcing?
Okay. So it's your own decision to talk
What
or
is
decide
your
not
name?
to talk about it.
My name is George Lutrot. Is that my name?
Yeah.
No, that's not my name. But you believe it. So what again? So why would you say that the host push me? Push who? No, you can't push me. You can ask all your questions. I will answer every question.